gone serving his country. And it's just, I'm really grateful that service members and their families have been willing to speak up and speak out. And I also know it's about protecting them and it's about protecting this process. And I am deeply worried about something happening here that makes it okay for this to happen again. So if my opponent is allowed to do this secure process and I win, which I did, then my worry is that stands. He was allowed to do that, even if he's again disappointed with the outcome, that come 2025 municipals, come 2026 midterms, candidates who are unhappy with the election result can go back and look at all the election laws on the books and say, if we struck one of those, would I have won? And if so, I'm going to challenge those because there is nothing prohibiting changing the rules of an election after the election if you want to see a different outcome. So you can see how ominous a threat that is.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, wouldn't this establish a precedent for Republic? Like, yes, this would be a loss for Jefferson Griffin, but it would be a win for the Republican Party more broadly because they would have a blueprint then to be able to say, okay, sure, we didn't win this one race, but who cares? Because now we know what to do in order to challenge the results of every election that doesn't go our way moving forward. We have the blueprint to be able to say we can cherry pick a bunch of deep blue Democratic counties and say that, all of these voters don't count, all of these overseas voters don't count, and everything has to be cured, knowing full well that the onus is then on people who are really difficult to find to be able to come back and do the whole process again, even folks who don't have access to be able to cast their ballots again. And so isn't there some major concern about the fact that this would be precedent, not only by virtue of the fact that they tried it, but also the fact that really this cure process would have been upheld?